Let us pray. As we prepare to watch the graduates walk across the stage to receive their diploma, we want to take a moment to say thank you. Thank you for keeping the graduates safe and guiding them to this point through trying times. Lord, touch the graduates now with your wisdom to be able to handle the next stage of life in a way that is pleasing to you and that will set them on a path of living a life that will be a blessing to others. Amen.
Hello, I'm Dr. Craig Pouncey, President of Coastal Alabama Community College, and I would like to take this moment to welcome each of you to our virtual graduation ceremony for our 2021 graduates. Our students over the last 14 months with the pandemic and the other changes that have changed during this world has really done an outstanding job in completing their course of work. Not only has their instruction been changed to a lot of virtual online classes, but also being distanced from their friends, being distanced from their family, being distanced from work. And we want to take this opportunity to acknowledge how resilient they were in dealing with the changes that occurred that were totally out of their control. Today we're going to celebrate these 2021 graduates that have completed their course of work, and we want to acknowledge their efforts and thank them for their hard work as they go forward in the future. Thank you.
Candidates for graduation, no matter your location, please stand. Dr. Pouncey, the instructional officers, and I are honored to present the 2021 candidates for graduation. We and the faculty of Coastal Alabama Community College certify that these students have fulfilled all requirements for their degrees and certificates. To those in our audience watching online, please join us in the celebration. Feel free to applaud and to offer verbal affirmation as your student's name is called and as it appears on the screen. Dr. Pouncey, now we recognize our candidates for graduation.
Jakari Lamont Aaron, Tanya Abadi, Jessica Walker Adair, Michael Keith Adams, Kelly Daniel Adams, Shekinah Glory Adams, Sarah Adkins, Laura Atkins, Braxton T. Akridge, Devin Akridge, Allison Algoso, Carly Elaine Alligud, Rylan Ashworth Allday, Devin Elizabeth Workman, John D. Allen, Michaela Allen, Xavier Allen, Miranda Allgood, Robert B. Anderson, Felicia Lachey Anderson, Tahara Shariah Anderson, Latoya Andrea Andrews, Lavon Simone Andrews, Michaela Justice Andrews, Kevin Ryan Ard, Reagan Armstrong, Janisha Lashea Arso, Heather Corrine Askew, Elizabeth Atchley, Kayla K. Austin, Christopher Alston, Naya Janice Alston. Shartavia Alston. Ella Leaf Autry. Olivia Rain Autry. Freddie Lee Autry II. Axelrod Avalos. Megan Kingsmore Babb. Micah Batchold. Lane Baguette. Melissa Ann Baguette. Colby Austin Baldwin. Dylan J. Baldwin. Jennifer DeKayla Baldwin. Madeline Barber. Amber Beria. Tabitha Barker. Mariah Shea Bernard. Mary Kristen Barnes. Shamika Barnes. Skylar Deonce Barnes. Kirsten Kelly's Sky Barnes. Addison L. Barnett. Blake Landon Baroni. Mallory Barrett. Bradley Michael Barton. Aaron Bass. Zachary D. Bass. Miki Bestez. Joe Baxter. Tori Bazell. Ariana Desiree Bean. Shawan Yvette Beard. Sheldon Eiler Betty. Maurice Raymond Beaver. Robert William Beck. Josie Abigail Bedgood. Haley Beach. Rachel Morgan Bell. Whitney Nicole Bell. Richard Benjamin. Tracy L. Bennett. Terry D. Bentley. Austin Teese Berry. Cherry Berry. Logan Alexander Berry. Maya Best. Ashley Nicole Bethay. Christian Perron Betis. Daha Betts. Charity N. Beverly. Andrew Bigger. Megan Biggers. Ashley Nicole Biggs. Samuel M. Binion. Abigail Binion. Alexandria Lena Bishop. Cynthia Marie Bivens. Chantel Eileen Black. Trent Black. Lauren Black. Trista Grace Black. Ashley Blackwell. Jessica D. Blackwell. Preston Blair. Katrina L. Gardner. Olivia Blackney. Amanda Cranmore Blankenship. Zoya Catrice Blockson. Noah Blue. Kimberly Boatwright. Zachary Stephen Bodul. Autumn Boger. Latoya Bogan. Katrina Bohannon. Jalen Krishan Bolden. Tiffany Bolton. Cody Hunter Bonds. Kendarius Kayshawn Bonner. Micah K. Booker. Takino T. Booker. Travis Booker. Kennedy Lynn Booth. Chelsea Bosarge. Letitia Lily Bosarge. Miranda Lee Bounds. Anna Marie Boutwell. Ian Keith Bowen. Leslie Ann Bowen. Cole William Boyington. Betsy Plateau Boyington. Kayla Victoria Boyington. Kaya Lene Boykin. Trinia Boykin. Sarah E. Bradley. Christopher Bradley. Robert Cole Bradley. Marley Bramlett. Molly Ann Brandolino. Dalton Brennan. Leah Rhea Brennan. Isaac Miller Brazel. Whitney N. Brazel. Erica Braxton. Catherine Jean Breyer. Ava Camille Brewer. Toinette Brewer. Kyle Bruton. Desiree Michelle Leonie Bridges. Jeremy Bridges. Jesse Shane Brinkley. Evan W. Britton. Kaylee Lee Broadus. Maggie Catherine Brock. Garrett L. Brooks. Kara Brooks. Rebecca Brooks. Valerie Brianna Brothers. Zoe Elizabeth Broussard. Jeremy Browder. Devin Lavelle Brown. Aaliyah K. Brown. Braden Brown, Cole Brown, DeAndrea Shirley Brown, J-Ben Brown, Jaislyn Shanae Brown, Kyla J.L. Brown, Morgan Nicole Brown, Shanitha Brown, Zoe Brown, Rose Ann Brown, Willie James Brown, Marquita Sharda Brown, Doria Browning, Elijah Cole Browning, Daniel A. Bryan, Megan Bryan, Ashley E. Bryant, Lindsay Justin Bryant, Blakely Rebecca Briers, Jenna Lane Briers, Caitlin Briers, Courtney Carolyn Bryson, Aubrey Buck, Virginia Lynn Burke, Kaylee Delane Burkett, Adriana Page Burleson, Connor Laverne Burns, Lindsay H. Burrows, Cody H. Burrows, Rachel Kristen Burton, Bailey Nicole, Cody Busby, Jacqueline Bush, Avian Jade Butler, Michaela Jordan Butts, Georgette Bird, Connor Bradley Bird, Carly Elizabeth Bird, Victoria Sullivan Bird, Jacob Alexander Kane, Sidney Calhoun, Christopher Jackson Calloway, Dawson Kaluger, Tyler Joseph Cameron, Justin Trevon Campbell, Madison Quinn Campbell, Taylor Catherine Campbell, Brandy McKenna Cannon, Tyler William Karambat, Malaya Jane Caraway, Cecilia Carl, Lucy Marie Carl, John Carlisle, David L. Carpenter, Charles Evan Carpenter, Mara Elizabeth Carpenter, Stephen Pierce Carter, Nicholas L. Carter, Garrett Benjamin Casey, Kamari Kesher, J. J. Causey, Tamika Causey, Pablo Saracito, Cynthia Kristen Champion. Hannah Kristen Champion. Tiffany Elaine Champion. Cassandra K. Cheney. Lucas Cheney. Ashton Cal Chapman. Charles Lee Chapman III. Crystal Milstead Cheney. Jessica Chess. Dakota A. Chestang. Kennedy Taylor Chestang. Chloe M. Chawanik. Tommy Choi. Mahogany J. Claiborne. Lane Garrett Clark. Angela Clark. Austin Clark. Elizabeth Ann Windley Clark. Lauren Carolyn Clark. Mason Clark. William Dawson Clark. Krista Amalie Clay. Sydney N. Clements. Charlie Rose Clemens. Ashley Anna Kluke. William Tyler Coates. Callie Cochran. John Michael Cofield. Lauren Renee Colbert. Jesse Willowdean Cole. Bama Coleman. Shelby Elizabeth Collier. Ariana Collins. Lakeisha Nicole Collins. Timothy Shane Collins. Andreas Sylvester Kalunga. Averi Loriana Kalunga. Marla Griselda Galunga. Rahim Roberto Kalunga. Lauren Combs. Elizabeth Hayden Crompton. Charity Connor. Aaliyah Brianna Conaway. Alexis Leanne Cook. Emily Diana Cook. James Cook. Katie Cook. Lindsay Allison Cooper. Noah Daniel Cooper. Chelsea Lee Curry. Autumn Brooke Corley. Gavin Cole Cosper. McLean Constanti. Faith Cottrell. Michael S. Cottrell. Joshua Coulter. Priscilla LaShonda Ann Henry. Tara Cohen. Benjamin Orrin Kraft. Morgan Alexis Craig. Haley Morgan Craig. Kendall Crane. Hayden Scott Cranford. Amanda Brooke Bates Crawford. Lauren Crawford. Virgil Keene Crawford. Stephen L. Crenshaw, Jr., Mikhail Cricklow, Jackson Fairbanks Krieger, Megan Criswell, Eric Crocker, Derek W. Crocker, Madison Hope Kroom, Haley J., Stephanie Crow, Shannon Emerald Cueres, Caitlin E. Cumby, Christian Nicole Cunningham, Turner Cunningham, Jennifer M. Daly, Aaron Christopher D'Amico, Jacoby Damron, Alfred Lee Daniel III, Wyatt Daltrey, Ophelia Marguerite Daltrey, Taylor Davenport, Brianna Michelle Davidson, Brittany L. Davis, Brittany Davis, Cecilia Davis, Jezariah Davis, Larissa V. Davis, Lachey Davis, Markiria Davis, Megan Michelle Davis, Megan B. Davis, Sheridan Moya Davis, Soterios Mikhailan Davis, Johiquel Davis Fuller, Morgan Lane Davidson, Chelsea Day, Cassie Day, Nancy Dean, Colton O'Neill DeBlue, Amber G. DeCue, Dalton Keith Dees, Jashara Alisa Mone Dees, Malik Jajul Dees, Shelby Marie Dees, Colby Dennis, Lauren Nicole Dennis, Sherman T. Dennis, Christina Denton, Ashley Diane Denton, Kayla Denton, Raekwon L. Denton, Yashvi Janukumar Desai, Tuesday L. DeWitt, Kendra Diamond, Bailey Phelps Dickens, Chandra L. Dickens, Jenna S. Dillon, Lanham DeMartino, Terry Lemme, Lonnie Craig Dixon Sr., Demi Davis Dockery, Natalie Donaldson, Jacob Dorman, April A. Doherty, Lindsay Michaela Dorset, Brooklyn Shea Dortch, William Reed Dowdy, Quantasia Doja, Hannah Lindsay Drain. Delilah Lachey Driver. Georgie Duff. Justin Wayne Duke. Sally M. Dukes. Massey Kellen Dunnigan. Patrick Thomas Dunn. Darion Keith Dunham. Darian DeRosselet. Brady Saxon Dutton. Rebecca Lynn Dias. Hannah Grace Dias. Tyler Easley. Jordan Page Eason. Derek Eberly. Samuel Edmond. Amanda Kristen Edwards. Jason Edwards. Chase J. Icker. Trinity Island. Lauren Lynn Elliott. Daniel Ellison. Janae Emmenheiser. Aaliyah Emmons. Christy Denise English. Ashley Erdman. Nathan Hans Esbenson. Christian Tyler Estes. Maya Elizabeth Haley Estrada. Avi Etheridge. Rebecca W. Etheridge. Lydia Marie Eubanks. Makita Evans. Charles C. Ewing. Brittany Cash. Mason Andrew Fahey. Amber Faircloth. Joseph Falk. Sophia Mackenzie Falk. Genevieve Faust. Quentin B. Favorite. Desiree Feltmeyer. Damon Tyler Fernandez. Brianna Farrell. Walton Thomas Few. Anthony Tyler Finch. Sierra Finney. Lindsay Nicole Fleming. Hannah Lucia Flint. Roderick Flowers. Lonica Floyd. Taja Leigh Floyd. Bonnie Foley. Carson Leslie Ford. Alexis Michelle Thor. Alicia E. Four. Taylor Rian Four. Camellia Forte. Kimberly Foster. Edith Foster. Kaylee Elizabeth Foster. Mallory Ashton Foster. Caleb Faust. Rebecca Leanne Fowler. Deborah Catherine Fowler. Kristen Fowler. Rebecca Leanne Fowler. Caitlin Shion Fox. Taylor Fox. Tequila Fox. Lane Charles Earl Frazier. Tara Leanne Fredrickson. Emily Freeman. Mayuki C. Freeman. Andrew Lane Freeman. Destiny Soul Freeman. Jessica Frith Clearman. Robert Alex Fuller. Wyatt Randall Fullington. Amanda Marie Fultz. Kaylee Josephine Fuquay. Tarike Jawaquez Gaylord. Kalista Galanopoulos. Albriana Galvin. Fernando R. Gamble. Emily Rose Gainey. Richard Phoenix Garcia. Madison A. Garcia. Rebecca Jane Gardiner. Jeffrey L. Gardner. Shannon Garofono. Eugenia Garrett. Jasmine Garrett. Lane Matthew Garrett. Elena Garrick. Willa Gates. Octavius Gathers. Stephen Geeman. Shalandra Denise George. Ethan Mark Gerald. Zachary Christopher Gibbs. Mackenzie B. Gibson. Skylar L. Gibson. Colby Allen Gill. Evan J. Gill. Roderick L. Gillespie. Kyle A. Gilmore. Monte Gladney. Anna Elizabeth Glass. Nicholas Mark Glass. Abigail G. Glenn. Nathan Goddard. Kylie Brooke Godwin. Ricky J. Godwin. Alexandra Goetz. Kayla Cahagan. Terry Lee Golden III. Brittany Coleman. Charles Seth Goodwin. Alexis Anna Mae Graben. Nicole Lynn Grabber. Natasha Grant. Gracie K. Graves. Brett Michael Graves. Cassie L. Gray. Jordan Janae Gray. LaQuisha Marie Grayson. Thomas Green. Hassani Gregory. Jabari Andrew Gregory. Rodney W. Grice. Julia Griffin. Daphne Winnie Griffin. Jerry Tristan Griffith. Victoria Mercedes Griffith. Katie Paul Jean Grogan. Ariana Maria Guatababin. Gregory Adam Hadley. Eli Hall. Allison Hall. Elizabeth J. Hall. Holden Hamilton. Tony Dean Ham. Ashley Hamek. Madison Kaylee Hamek. Sydney Elise Hemrick. Carmen Elizabeth Harding. Rashid Jamal Hardy. Joshua Lee Harms. Shantae Monique Harrell. Sybil Harrell. Harley Amanda Harrell. Zachary Mitchell Harris. Arthur Lee Harris Jr. Devin Harris. Jalen R. Harris. Sarah Ruth Harris. Jalen Harris. Tamarcus Kelly Harris. Neely Bay Harrison. Elizabeth Ann Herod. Joanna G. Hartery. Tamika Hartley. Elizabeth Adudil Harvison. Alexander Haskew. Tyler R. Haswell. April S. Hathaway. Daniel Wiles Halt. Murphy Haven. Lauren Elise Haynes. Louise Davis Hayes. Carly Head. Demetrius Hedspeth. Cami Herron. Madison Herthley. Tempest Michaela Herbert. Dalton H. Henderson. Kuniko Lachey Henderson. Malahaya Morgan Henderson. Xavier Trinell Henderson. Joanna Elise Henry. Elena Henson. Marissa Hermson. Brianda Hernandez. Dustin Hernandez. Victoria Joe Hernandez. Samson Elijah Herport. Patrick A. Hurrier Jr. Paula Hurrier. Tori Harrington. Brandy Hicks Fuller. Jalen Hicks. Carrie K. Hicks. Kenneth Austin Hicks. Amber N. Higginbotham. Haley Higgins. William Hunter Hightower. Carson Delaney Hill. Faith Hill. Allison Page Hillman. Bethany Diane Himes. Kylie Leanne Himes. Danielle B. Hinton. Abby Grace Hobbs. Bailey Marie Hobbs. Rodney Hobbs Jr. Kelsey Lynn Hodges. Richard Holland. Cameron Holly. Ricky Taylor N. Holiday. Warren Leslie Hollinger Jr. Alexis Ann Hollinger. Megan Hollis. David Lynn Holloway. Jesse Holmes. Macy Lynn Holt, Matthew Hoodless, Tori Hooker, Brittany Sierra Hooks, Yakisha Thais Hooks, Hannah Hopkins, Brenda Wilson Horner, Reagan E. Horsley, Tigere Horton, Kyle Andrew Hostetler, Kelsia Hoof, Bryce Edward House, Brennan Howard, Henry Christopher Howard, Joshua R. Howard, Caitlin Howard, Madeline Michelle Howard, Taylor M. Howard, Jacob Rose Howard, Dalton Howell, James Howell, Tanisha Angelique Howell, Tracy L. Howell, Caden Hardelicka, Dilian Hudson, Brandy Michelle Hudson, Rachel Brooke Hudson, Rachel Hudson, Mary Ashley Hughes, Jordan Humphrey, Elena Daniel Hunn, Brittany Hurry, Nevaeh Alexandria Hurst, Nathaniel Cannon Hutto, Anna Nicole Igner, Lila Denise Igner, Kathleen Marie Inge, Madeleine Claire Ingram, Richard Inthafong, Darian Mukasas Jackson, Amanda Jackson, Andrea Maria Jackson, Avery Lauren Jackson, Brianna M. Jackson, Caleb Jehaziel Jackson, Courtney Stanette Jackson, Jasmine Jaquita Jackson, Jonathan David Jackson, Rachel Catherine Jackson, Simone Dominique Jackson, Talia T. Jackson, Kenyatta Shatara Jackson, Ashton Brooke Jacobs, Alicia James, Derica Lavelle James, Jessica E. James, Libby Brianna James, Tiasia James, Zachary Edward Gerald, Andrew Brian Jemison, Alicia Jenkins, Chandler Miles Jenkins, Tamrick Jenkins, Toby Jenkins, Grace Tabal, Mallory Jesse, Jada Tisha Brochet Jewel, Eric Xavier Jimenez. Sandre Jimerson. Allison Johnson. Brianna Johnson. Wyatt Johnson. Allison Elizabeth Johnson. Chance O. Johnson. Dakota Johnson. Derica Elizabeth Hope Johnson. Justin Johnson. Lee Johnson. Miranda Johnson. Terriana W. Johnson. Tachina Chantavia Johnson. Tori Johnson. Uriel Amon Johnson. Kaylin Alicia Johnston. Paitlin Cheyenne Johnston. Sarah Johanna Johnston. Natalie Joyner. Tracy O. Jones. Beverly D. Jones. Cornelius Jones. Ethan Jones. Katrina Jones. Kennedy Lauren Jones. Lauren Alexis Jones. Maria Pamela Jones. Nissy Jones. Oma Camille Jones. Qantas C. Jones. Raquel Alexandra Jones. Roy Jones III. Samaya Jones. Shakayla Jones. Alston Race Jordan. Alston Cody Jordan. Ethan D. Jordan. Jamie Lee Jordan. Paige Elizabeth Joyner. Rob Karks. Jonathan Michael Carr. Madeline Grace Carr. Evan Justice Kafong. Dylan N. Kaufman. Angelica Curley. Tristan Keller. Michelle R. Kelly. Timothy Paul Curvin, Jr. Emily Michelle Key. Tewa Kahanth Vangswa. Michaela Kesley Kicklighter. Kaylin Michelle Kidd. Elena Renetta Kidd. Hayden Keith Killingsworth. Garlanda Maria King. Tony A. King. Caitlin Kingery. Noah Bailey Kirkland. Bethany Irene Klusman. Kaylee Ann Knight. Angel Knight. Shanice Kahana Knight. Zachary J. Knowles. Anna Catherine Knowles. Chloe Knowles. Grant Wisemore Koenig. Clara Konaridkova. Justin Kostelke. Kayla Cross. Allison Kiltavia. Hunter R. Kaiser. Brittany LeBeau. Rebecca Ashley LeCour. Madeline Ladd. Ashley Laird. Amy Lamb. Danielle M. Lambert. Megan Lambert. Michael James Lambert. Mason Lambert. Carrie Lee Lane. Megan Ariana Lang. Julia Lanham. Ariel M. Larison. Hayden Madison Lesley. Wyatt William Lassiter. Logan Reed Lassiter. Jack Lastorka. Thomas Reeves Lauderdale. Samantha Ickman Laurie. Haley Marie Lawshe. Taylor Lawson. Dylan Lee. Jeremy Stephen Lee. Jessica Lee. Corey J. Lee. Nikena Anise Lee. Sky Lee Parham. Ricky Lee. Shannon Elizabeth Lee. Addison Leeton. Martin Brady Leith. Russell Charles Leonard. Fernando Lerma Garcia. Christopher Earl Lett. Titus Lett. Brittany Lewis. Taisha K. Lewis. Carrie Lewis Pride. Sathra S. Lim. Nash David Linem. Anna Sierra Linton. Austin D. Linton. Dakota Dorset Lipscomb. Lauren Faith Lloyd. Tavana Ashley Brown Lofton. Tabitha E. Logan. Megan Lore. Brett H. Long. Sandra Lopez. Emily Elaine Lauren. Jackson Lotter. Alexander Marcel Love. Patrick Lovelace. Kelsey Lovett. Yuri Lowe. Michael J. Lucas. Sydney Lucido. Rachel Lucius. Cedrica Alicia Lucy. Gabrielle Lick Jackson. Clayton Rice Luker. Macy Luker. Brooklyn Elizabeth Lundy. Terry Lundy. Anna Marie Lyles. Carolyn Lyles. Alicia Hazel Lamont. Michaela Rose Lynch, Chloe Rose Lynn, Caitlin O'Shea Maddox, Carly J. Madinger, Carson Edward Major, Melissa L. Mackey, Bailey Malone, Tyron T. Malone, London Nicole Marcella, Jacob William Markham, John Christopher Marsh, Joe Louis Deshawn Martin III, Alexius Martin Fondren, Audra Elizabeth Martin, Elizabeth Martin, Paige A. Martin, James Andrew Martino, Laura Martins, Destiny Mason, Eric Nathaniel Mason, Donisha Michelle Massey, Jeromia Massey, Madison Mathis, Jordan May, Shalia May, Jacqueline Manyard, Christopher William McCauley, Chandler Hudson McBride, Allie McBride, Hunter McCall, Teresa McCall, Summer Don McCluskey, Dawson Neil McConnell, Jack Thomas McConnon, India Nagyawa McCorvey, Grace McCrory, Brianna Franchon McCulland, Laura McCullough, Patrick Riley McDaniel, Shamika McDaniel, Emily Catherine McDonald, Landon Paul McDuffie, Austin K. McGee, Brittany Renee McGee, Kara McIlwain, Samuel Quinn McIntosh, Kyle McKinley, Victoria Leanne McKinley, Aubriana Rain McKinley, Johnny Lynn McKinley, Taylor McKinley, Ashley Sierra Monet McKinnon, Jessica McLeod, J. R. McMichael, Jared Andrew McMillan, Jantoria Olivia McMillan, Jessica McNeil, Sage Thomas McWaters, Aisha McWilliams, Ivan Medina Sanchez, Crystal Lee Medley, Eric Francis Mirali, Haken Lars Meland, Tana Charlene Merchant, Haley Amanda Mashigian, Christine Missanio, Sophia Meza, Darnisha Danae Mickles, Daniel L. Middleton, Hannah Michelle Miles, Alicia Miller, Bryce Miller, Jeremiah T. Miller, Jessica Miller, Lindsay Williams Miller, Madison Lynn Miller, Morgan N. Miller, Dylan Milstead, Rahanan Marie Mims, Sarah Jalisa Mims, Shrusti Gajandan Mystery, Braden Layton Mitchell, Derlene Mitchell, Jalen Jaquan Mitchell, Jordan Lewis Mitchell, Melody Owens Mitchell, Tershiria Quanta Mitchell, Guinevere Elizabeth Mitchum, Madison Haley Mock, Suzanne Moeller, John Everett Moeller, Anaya I. Montgomery, Courtney Montgomery, Kaylee Ann Moody, Amber Marie Moore, Angel Moore, Candace Moore, Sydney Moore, Kyla Marie Morales, Haley Nicole Morgan, Arthur Morris Jr., Jennifer M. Morris, Leslie Morris, Shaquandra Lanier Morris, Austin Eugene Moreau, Susan Moreau, Christine Lane Morse, Javante Mosley, Maya Mosley, Caitlin Moss, Jennifer Laura Motes, Will Mott, Connor Douglas Moyer, Jessica Mullins, Madison Nicole Maguia, Christina Murphy, Cole A. Murphy, Maloney Shante Murphy, Emily Lewis Musache, Tatiana Shante Moose, Kimberly A. Myers, Ruth Agile Murthil, Elisa Claire Nall, Amanda K. Narin, Devin Graham Nash, Carolyn Hayes Neal, Gerard T. Neely III, Brandon Riley Nelson, Paula W. Nelson, Noah Nettles, Alfonso Nettles, Carrie Kaylee Nevels, Alexandria Faith Newberry, John Hill Newsom, Patience Lee Newsom, Christopher Treve Newton, Terry Katina Newton, Lindsay Taylor Nichols, Trenton S. Nyhart, Owen Tyson Nobles, Sandra M.V. Velasco Gonzalez, Sydney F. Nolf, Lindsay Carol Norman, Elliot Norman, Meredith Sage Norman, Anna Grace Norris, Sabrina Michelle Norris, Vanita Norvang, Don Lee O'Gein, Alexander Scott O'Keen, Alicia M. Obie, Shaughnessy Tobias Malik Odom, Alay Raquel Odoms, Luke Ogia, Megan Oglesby, Rosario Elvira Galarza Almedo, Donovan Olson, Sebastian D. Roscoe, Zhonghua Rosemary Batino Orr, Angel Leanne Orso, Rosalie Beristain Ortigoza, LaJalen Osborne, Trevor M. Overton, Laura Owen, Sarah Elizabeth Owens, Caleb Ian Osley, Sarah Elizabeth Pacey, Danielle L. Palmer, Darlene S. Pennington, Hallie Brianna Pinelli, Brenda Pantoya Pina, Cody Perem, Harley Parker, Jerry Parker, Timothy Parker, Gage Morgan Parker, Caitlin Brianna Parker, Noah Benjamin Parker, Selena Parker, Addison L. Parrish, Brooke Parrish, Marshall Parsons, Selena Patience Partain, Femina B. Patel. Brock Patterson. Dylan Patterson. Addison Hope Patterson. Megan Elise Patterson. Sarah Elizabeth Patterson. Tracy Patterson. Tahamas Patton. Walter Patton. Kendall Alexis Paul. Shelby Ann Payne. David Jeremiah Peacock. Michaela Brooke Peacock. William Benjamin Pierce. Lakeisha Eldiana Louise Pearson. John Joseph Pease. Rebecca L. W. Peck. Phoenix Pendleton. Jess Taylor Perry. Christine Perry. Jacob Cole Polinsky. Haley Pettis. Mallory Pettis. Humphrey V. Fonley. Brady Lee Phillips. Daniel T. Phillips. Noah Schuyler Phillips. Jordan Angelic Filia. Ashlyn Brooke Pickard. Riles Christian Pierce. Jordan Elizabeth Pimperl. Andreas Pignon. Nick Pittman. Jason Chandler Pittman. Diana Giselle Placencia. Kristen Plato. Dariana Polonitz. Emily Suzette Peru. Shyla N. Pope. Samuel Adam Porter. Connor Dean Porter. Michael Porter. Lawrence Porter. Anthony Portis. Dustin A. Puzzlewaite. Corey M. Powell. Logan K. Powell. Molly Powell. Willie Lee Powell III. Brittany Prescott. Peyton J. Prescott. Sabrina Cheyenne Presley. Trista Presley. Lamaya Priere. Emery Jadavia Priere. DeAndre Prim. DeMontre Curtis Prim. Takiria C. Prim. Kaylee Lynn Pritchett. Desiree Montana Pritchett. Bailey Mackenzie Pruitt. April N. Pruitt. April N. Pruitt. Ann Brooks Puckett. Jalen Pugh. Brandy Qualls. Nina Kathleen Quezada. Emily Faith Quimby. Taylor Gregory Reagan. Jordan Taylor Ragsdale. Tiffany Rainwater. Daniel Granger Randall. Andrea Brianna Rankins. James M. Ransom. Liliana K. Rathburn. Jarvis R. Ray. Caitlin Ashley Ray. Dylan Reeves. Abby Taylor Reed. Ashley Shante Reed. Julian Faye Reed. Noriana Alexis Reed. Tatum Kayla Reeves. Dalton Reed. Tatiana A. Reed. Gregory Howard Ringel. Justin Rapaski. Nadija Ravinko. Sophia Reynolds. David Samuel Reynolds. De Kevon Zael Reynolds. Kadisha Latrice Reynolds. Ketrick Lamont Reynolds. Panisha Diana Nicole Reynolds. Bailey Reynolds. Gracie Rice. Brooke Elizabeth Richardson. Lindsay Catherine Richardson. Wesley Paul Richardson. Christine Leanne Ryder. Taya Nicole Ridgway. Ramona A. Riggins. Megan Ruth Riley. Malay Rios. Lauren Ashley Rostanio. Devronda Robbins Thompson. Sarah Catherine Robertson. Grace C. Roberts. Alexis Booth Roberts. Jeremy Cantolino Roberts. Matthew Scott Robertson. Brittany Salethia Robinson. Casey Lee Robinson. Jake Tyler Robinson. Kelsey Ray Robinson. Thomas Pate Robinson. John Lee Robinson. Blaine Douglas Rocker. Darian Alexander Rogers. Trelawney Rogers. Dayron Rodriguez. Jennifer M. Rogers. Melissa K. Rogers. Jessa Danielle Rome. Callie Raleigh. Thomas Michael Romero. Joseph Rooks. Dulce Rosas. Taylor Victoria Rocon. Daniel Wade Rose. Jacob Rowland. Jennifer Maxie Rubio. Kashera Ruffin. William Eli Russian. Hunter Russ Kruger. Alexa Ann Ryan. Alston Ryan. Lynn Winter St. Louis. Martiana LaDiamond Salinas, Asa Destiny Salter, Brittany Hannah Salter, Christopher Salter, Courtney Alexis Salter, Markel Devon Salter, Kendra Samuel, Kaylin Rianne Sanders, Nefidari Sanders, Patrick Sanderson, Benjamin D. Singh, Ezekiel Santiago, Christopher Sargent Jr., Carly Ryan Saray, Carmen Sasser Fuller, Emma Carolyn Sasser, Bryson Saucer, Malik Salisbury, Chelsea Saunders, William Michael Scanlon Jr., William Turner Scarborough, Landon Scher, Morgan Wilson Schwall, Haley Lynn Scott, David Scott, Hannah Scott, Jenna Lee Scott, Amber Scruggs, James Harrison Seeley, Riley Forrest Sears, Catherine Sechrist, Chase Leon Sedley, Mildred Sellers, Madison Diane Sessions, Abigail Sessions, Caitlin Sexton, Takeshia Schemberger, Cynthia Shariat Zede, Andrew Sharpless, Micah Shepard, Wesley Earl Shepard, Galvin Cade Shepard, Dakota Shepard, Ryan Marie Shields, Isabel H. Sierra, Rachel Shivers, Brittany Chanel Schutz, Jared Thompson Shreves, Jordan Sykes, April Simison, Hannah Simmons, Amanda Simpson, Joshua Singleton, Cole Harper Skinner, Caitlin Skipper, Michael Slatton, Christopher Small, Nigel Smalls Brown, Matthew Lane Smith, Matthew Garrett Smith, Dylan Smith, Alan O'Neill Smith Jr., Andrew Chase Smith, Ashley Elizabeth Smith, Donovan G. Smith, Brent Mitchell Smith, Brittany J. Smith, Chastity Smith, Christian Alec Sigmund Smith, Ethan J. Smith, Gadsden Cole Smith, Elise Brittany Smith, Sarah Lee Smith, Taylor Ann Smith, William D. Smith II, Carmen Smith Whedon, Caitlin Snow, Reagan Snow. Teria Michelle Solomon. Rebecca Leanne Sommer. Michaela Claire Spence. John Spratlin. Gretchen Lee Spurgeon. Jonah Cage Squires. Joshua Paul St. John. James Thomas Stacy. Jordan D. Stahl. Robert Ethan Stanford. Jade N. Stanton. Neance Neve Stanton Tolliver. Samantha Nicole Stanton. Ethan E. Steed. Andre Stepanek. Lauren Amanda Rouse. Toby Stevens. James D. Stewart. Jessica Leah Shea Stewart. Ryan Stewart. Kelsey Stokes. Catherine Elise Stokes. Deandra Shantera Stokes. Megan M. Stork. Shemaya Inez Stotts. John Daniel Stedmeyer. Brett Streeter. Tiffany Clark Strong. Stephanie Culpepper Stubbs. Jarrett Mitchell Starren. Erica Harms Starren. Jessica Sullivan. Max Sullivan. Savannah Sullivan. Taylor Mackenzie Sullivan. Taylor Somerville. Deja Shia Lee Sumter. Hannah Sutherland. Olivia Mackenzie Sutton. Rory Jeffrey Swanson. Adam Swedenberg. Sophie Elizabeth Switzer. Ralph Wilson Simmons. Tatiana Leonidovna Sitsik. James Ian Taggart. Caitlin Michelle Tate. LaRavier Teleferro. Brandon Tanner. LaTerrence Taylor. Holly Taylor. Jasmine S. Taylor. LaTerrence Taylor. Nathan Taylor. Colton Dean Taylor. Joshua Caleb Teasley. Caitlin M. Taroon. Breen Kristen Thomas. Catherine Thomas. Ashley Suzanne Thomas. Caitlin R. Thomaston. Takara Shante Tompkins. Austin Thompson. Artisha Threat. Carmen Elena Tidwell. Hunter Tillman. Jared Reginald Tillman. Crystal Stewart Timothy. Ismael Tonariro. Lawanda Ziola Todd. Hallie Brianna Tolbert Jerkins. Milton Torres, Joseph Rivers Trahan, Tracy Tron, Vivian Tron, Caitlin N. Trewick, Joshua Trailer, Ashley Treadwell, Lauren Ashley Trout, Charlotte Savannah Trovinger, Mackenzie Trovinger, Peyton Trujillo, Caitlin Nicole Trussler, Brendan Kendall Turner, Kayla Sierra Turner, Thomas Jarrett Turner, Aisha Turner, April Mosley, Brentley Logan Turner, Danny Otis Turner III, Derek Tyrone Turner, Jennifer Bastetta Turner, Michaela Turner, Sage Turner, Morgan Ann Ulrich, Alexa Sierra Updike, Morgan Elaine Yutze, Brantley Russell Vance, Elena Capri Velasquez, Ashley Nicole Vick, John Quinley Vickers, Brittany Nicole Vinson, Dalton James Volvecki, Chad Thomas Wade, Tara Nichelle Walden, Daniel Wayne Waldrop, Bailey Wall, Allison Nicole Wally, John Thomas Wally, Bradley Mackenzie Walters, Tanner J. Ward, Dakota J. Ward, George W. Ward IV, Carrie Grace Waters, Emmeline Watson, Haley Nicole Watson, Gabriella Charleston Watts, Gabrielle Weaver, Jackson Stephen Weaver, John Michael Weaver, Jolie E. Weaver, Anna Lee Webb, Kentera Webb, Benjamin Dean Weber, John Todd Weeks II, Owen Weeks, Crimson Riley Wells, Robert Sean Westbrook, Noah Matthew Wheat, Brody White, Cassandra J. White, Christopher B. White, Jasmine Ashonte White, Shauna L. White, Tierra Marie White, Vance Devon Whitehead, Candace Turner Whiteley, Leah Nicole Witt, Abigail Whittington, Emily Marche Whittle, Jenna Caitlin Widener. Harley Elizabeth Wiggins. Kendall Robert Wiggins. Jamie Madison Wilborn. Megan Nicole Wilcox. Joshua L. Wiley. Trinity Wiley. Nathan Allen Williams. Kyra Johnson Williams. Brandon T. Williams. Ethan James Williams. Walker Williams. Amber Marie Williams. Armesia Desmora Williams. Caleb Andrew Williams. Courtney K. Williams. David Dylan Williams. Desmond Williams. Grace Merrill Williams. Gunter Ray Williams. Jacob P. Williams. James Austin Williams. Jordan Williams. Joshua Williams. Keontae Lorenze Williams. Latifa Williams. Lynn Louise Williams. Marcus James Williams. Marquita Williams. Michael Williams. Peter J. Williams. Victoria Williams. Kalina Williamson. Madison Eugenia Willis. Virginia Grace Willis. Barbara A. Wilson. Evan Wilson. Amanda E. Wilson. Danielle D. Wilson. Daniel Tyler Winfrey. Kara Windsor. Christina Witherton. Janice Ann Marie Wolf. Karen Kane Wolf. Amber Janice Wood. Trey Devon Wood. Kara Woodham. Grant Thomas Woodruff. Gage H. Woolley. Ashley Nicole Wooten. Candace Warsham. Devin Wolfcool. Elizabeth Peyton Windham. Patrice Yarber. Ashley J. Yeagle. Kashala Yelder. Jessica Adrian Yelding. Brannon Luke York. Graham Forrester Young. Tegan Young. Allison J. Young. Nicholas Ivan Zabel. Laura Grace Zagiers.
By the power vested in me, with the approval of the Board of Trustees of the Alabama Community College System, and the assurance of Dean Lancaster and our instructional officers, I now confer each of our graduates and their degrees. Thank you.
Let us pray. Go out in joy as you celebrate your achievement here today. Go out with confidence. Know that God of love will lead your way. Go out in unity. Take your gifts and give them to the world. Go out with strength, clothed and equipped with all you've learned. Go out with wisdom as God renews your mind each day. Go out in love with kindness and blessings to give away. Go out and take your studies to bless God's beautiful world. Go out with freedom. There's so much more to see, enjoy them, and learn. Amen.